They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. He'll drop to throw. And he floated one out there incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. To throw is Watson. Buying time to his left. And a coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Watson on first down. His throw incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. To throw again on second down. Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Finding room at the 30. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run. Sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 2nd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Under 10, 10. Check 52. Under crush, under crush.
Looking to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141 and a half. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A run for Nick Chubb. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A big play that time out of Chubb. 55 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Chubb, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Second and 9 now. And he whips that one incomplete there. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. A minute 50 to go here in the first half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They'll give it to Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On second and goal, Watson, and this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back to throw, Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Watson on third down. Being chased out left. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Watson now to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
$12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. On first down, here's Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to take a shot. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. DJ Chark, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Throwing again. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I know you can't really see it, But that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guy.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Von Miller. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll look to throw here. It's caught by Herndon. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. They're going to look to throw. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
53, Mike.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has,
and they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now it's Breida. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That second down play nets a -4. Throwing on third down, Watson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And this one is right down Broadway. And their lead will swell up to 28. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.